Hi YouTube, Fiona Corwin. This is my sweet daughter, and today I wanted to talk to you about issues that come up for us in terms of when we come out. We worry about our babies and what's going to happen to them. How they're going to react. Are they still going to love us? Are they still going to accept us? And so, my daughter agreed to film this video in an effort to sort of help you guys understand what's possible. I mean, really. I have 6 kids. This is 3 of 6, and that's how we'll refer to her for this particular video. And each of them had their own reaction, their own differences. But I think they basically mirrored each other's experiences pretty closely. So, without further ado, I guess I will start asking questions. Okay. So when did you first hear that I was trans? How old were you?
I was 14.
Okay, and that was?
Last December.
Last December, okay. So how did you take that? How was that for you?
It was a nice conversation. I mean, I got to know more about you, and I got to learn about who you were. And it was a good conversation. I don't know.
Okay. After I told you, how was that first month? Was the first month kind of normal, or was it the same all the way through?
Well, the first month it was more like, okay, I have to get used to this idea that my dad is a woman. And that was okay. It wasn't too hard, surprisingly. And it was okay. And I explained it to a couple people who were really close to me, so that and it helped to have a few people who I could talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You did something there that I thought maybe is valuable too. You called me Dad, and why don't you explain to them kind of how that works for you and I?
Well, from what I know that you've said is that you are the person who fathered me, and so you were still my dad. You were just a woman, and that's nothing weird or nothing out of the ordinary.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I will always be your daddy, and you can call me Mama or Dad or whatever makes sense. The truth of the matter is I'm your parent, and I love you. So that's that. Have you had any negative stuff go on with friends or family or any of that stuff around this?
I really haven't, no. I mean, I'm in such a community where people are just so kind and so open and welcome to things that it's been normal. I mean, people are a little confused, but beyond that, it's okay.
How does it go when you tell somebody about me?
Well, I'll be talking about you in some conversation I'll bring up, and I'll use the pronoun she. And people will start to get confused, and they'll did you mean mom? And then I have to explain that you're transgender. And they're typically pretty cool with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So nobody gives you any crap. You managed to pick some good people to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's cool. How about all the stuff in the middle? Like you have to go to prom, and you're gonna date this boy, I imagine. And he asks you about your parents. So what do you say?
I say that I have my mom, my stepmom, and I have you, my dad. And my dad is a woman, and so are my moms.
Nice. Cool. Well, speculate for me, because it's something we worry about, when we talk about our kids. Say you fall in love with a redneck, a guy who is doesn't like gays, doesn't like transsexuals, whole 9 yards, but you love this guy the whole way. And you decide to get married, and then suddenly you've got to deal with this issue. How do you handle that?
I don't know if that even sounds like a relationship I'd be in.
Fair enough. I mean, in hypothetical terms, yeah, I can get that you would avoid that. Mostly because, well, who wants to actually have that conversation?
Well, and someone who wouldn't be okay with homosexuality also, or transgender, or anything that is beyond their norm. I don't think I could be with them.
Fair enough. I agree with you. I mean, I wouldn't be with anybody like that, but kids do different things.
Mm-hmm.
So let me think. Another question. How about this? Let's go out 40 years. So 40 years from now, when you are an adult and you're having your own kids, what do you tell them about me?
I tell them, well, I'd have to ask you if you'd rather go by grandma or grandpa.
Grandma.
Okay.
Very simple.
I'd say, this is grandma.
Nice. So, folks, there you go. Your kids are going to do what your kids are going to do, and it's not personal. They're gonna figure it out for themselves. You need to remember that they're strong, that they really do have heads of their own, that they can think through this, and they can defend themselves. Some of your kids may be younger than mine, some older. Mine range in age between 13 and 22 at this point. And all of them have had, like I said, their own issues around this. For some, it has been more challenging than others. But on the whole, it's been a positive thing. And I still get to see my babies, even the ones that live with my ex-wife, like this one. And we still talk, and we still have conversations on chat and on Facebook and all of those kind of things. So I want you to know that it is possible to maintain these relationships, that you are not crazy, that you can, in fact, get through this. Do you have anything you want to say? Any tips, any words of advice, how you roll with it, whatever?
Well, I guess the main thing is that there's still anyone who's transgender is still the same person they've always been.
More or less.
Well,
more and less. Isn't that nice? Okay, well, I guess that's it. I gotta say bye-bye. So look at the camera. Bye-bye.
bye.
Thank you.